What's up, you guys? It's your girl Tay and I'm back with another video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today and coming back to spend yet again some more time with your girl. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, join the fam. We are dwindling down on the entries that are available because at 150 subs the giveaway will be closed and I will be announcing my winner. All you have to do to enter my giveaway is subscribe, and of course my more active subscribers will definitely be easier noticed and receive multiple entries in my giveaway. You don't want to miss it. Like I said in my previous video, if you haven't seen that one already, go ahead and check it out. I'm kind of debating on doing 2 winners just because 150 people is a lot of people to just select one winner for. So subscribe, remain active. You will definitely get your entries. If you for some reason don't win this giveaway, I can guarantee you there are plenty more to come. This is my 2nd giveaway thus far. I'm not even at 150 subs yet and your girl is just loving to give back, you guys. So with that out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into today's video. I did a poll on my Instagram to see what kind of videos you guys like to see more of, and one of them, the mukbang, was the winner, so that was my last video. This next one is this one actually, and the 2 choices were my 3 rudest experiences I've had thus far in Germany, or my unpopular opinion about Germany. The votes weren't really far off, so I'm gonna do this one and then I'll get that other one done for you guys as well, so stick around for that. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and jump right in, you guys. There has been 3 times that I was just like disrespected here in Germany. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys the backstory on all 3 of them. I won't keep you guys too long though. I will keep it nice and short and simple. If there's anything that I talk about that you want to hear more about, let me know in the comments down below and I'll definitely get that out for you guys. So I have had more than 3 experiences where somebody was rude, but these are the 3 that like stuck out to me, like are like implanted in my brain, and I could not forget this ever. Okay, the first one, it's kind of funny and it was like kind of like a shady compliment. So to get an insurance card here, it has to, above a certain age, it has to have your picture on it, just like an ID card. So I was in the process, this is obviously when I first got here, I was in the process of getting my insurance done, and she needed a passport size picture, and I didn't have any more from when I originally came here from America. So I went and got pictures done. So when I went to get pictures done, as you guys can see in a lot of my videos, my go-to hairstyle is like a big tight bun on top of my head. Like, that's just it. All my hair pulled up in a big tight bun, right? So I did that, not thinking nothing of it. I go to the place to get my passport pictures done, and the lady was like, "You have to take that bun down, it's too big." I was like, are you shitting me? Like, this bun is up here so tight. If I let it down, like, my hair is going to look crazy. She was like, yeah, she was like, I'm sorry, you have to take it down. I was like, okay. And I knew it was gonna look crazy. So I didn't have a brush, I had my fingers, that was it. My hair had hairspray and God knows what else, probably gel in it. And so I took it down and I put it in a ponytail. Of course, this ponytail was not, you know what? I should show you guys a picture, but it's so ugly. I'm not showing it. Okay, so I took my ponytail down and my hair was like, obviously I have very curly hair. My hair was like crinkly and crunchy and jellified and hairsprayed and all this, that, and the third. So I did the best I could to get a flat ponytail. So I had to take these pictures and I'm like, I'm about to look crazy. So I did it anyway. She printed out the pictures. Me and my dad looked at each other like, those look crazy, but I needed it. So I took the pictures, paid for them, didn't request for new ones, wasn't gonna go all the way home to get a brush and come back, blah, blah, blah. Next day, go to the insurance office. I get to the insurance office and this time I'm with my mom. At this point, I'm with my mom and my dad a lot because I didn't speak any German whatsoever. Now I speak enough to be able to get by. So, and hold minor conversations. So we get to the insurance office and the lady asked my mom to ask me for the picture. Again, I didn't speak German at the time, so you know, it was like a 3-way conversation. I pull the picture out and I hand it to my mom. My mom like busts out laughing. Like, the office is a business office, so it's super freaking quiet. People are handling their personal business at each individual desk. She's laughing so hard, y'all. She's crying, and I'm like, oh my god. So that's already my first insult. But then she hands the picture to the lady, the working lady, and she's laughing just as hard as my mom. I was like, oh my god. Like, I don't even want it to submit the picture, because then the people, whoever at the processing place, are going to be laughing just like this. So I just shook it off. I laughed with them. You know, sometimes you laugh with somebody not even because it's funny, but because they're laughing so hard it makes you laugh. So they're laughing. The lady and my mom are having a conversation. Only God knows what they're saying, again and again and again. I didn't speak any German at this time. And the lady tells my mom, no, she didn't even tell my mom. She said this one in blatant English. She looks at me and she goes, you look so much better in person than you do in pictures. I didn't know to be insulted, complimented. What? Do I say thank you? Is that a compliment? What do I say? I was like, okay. And her and my mom are just cracking up laughing. But you know what? That's not the first time I've heard that. People are like, you look so different in person. Like, the camera does you no justice. Not to toot my own horn, not to sound cocky, not to sound none of that, you guys, but I have heard that multiple times. But I think they were laughing so hard because of my hair. It was just like bumpy, curly, and then like a random tight ass ponytail just in the middle of nowhere. I looked ridiculous. You may be asking, okay, why didn't you just leave it down if it was so curly? But because once I brush this part up, sorry you guys, today's angle is kind of weird. So whenever I brush this part up, this goes flat. There's no shaking my hands through that and recurling it. It needs water to break through some of that gel and hairspray. Anyways, you guys, yes, that was the first time I was disrespected in Germany. Again, I took it as halfway a compliment, halfway an insult, because this lady was talking about my picture in my face that I knew it looked crazy. But yes, that one was like the funniest one. These two pissed me off. Okay, the next one is gonna be, I had to go to telecom. Again, my German was a little bit better by this time, right? So I decided to go by myself. I was having issues with my telecom bill. You guys, if you're in Germany and you hate telecom as much as I hate telecom, comment down below. Comment down below and let me know. They have the most terrible customer service. The bill is different. I promise you, it seems like every month. Nobody can ever explain to me why it's different. Blah, 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 blah. Comment down below. Let me know your experience with telecom. And if you like them, you might like them. Okay, so again, my German was a little bit better at this time, so I decided to go to telecom by myself. So I walk into telecom and I ask, you know, do you speak, the first guy who approaches me, I asked him, did he speak English? And he was like, he already had an attitude. I told him in German, I told him, you know, meine Deutsch ist nicht so gut, aber, you know, ich kann sprechen ein bisschen Deutsch, aber meine English ist besser, das ist meine Muttersprache. I don't speak really good German. I speak a little bit, but English is my mother tongue, basically. So he was like, yeah, I speak English. So off bat, his vibe was kind of weird. I'm a vibe type of person. Like, I need your vibe, not to match mine, because I don't want to expect you to be like me, but to be on a level that, you know, is compatible. You're a sales associate. This is what you do for a living. You know, I need you to have like compassion, a little bit of compassion for what you do, and seem like your vibe is there today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need it to be present. Simply just a positive vibe. I feel like that's like a given. You know, you're at work. I need a positive vibe. Period. So, sorry if you guys can hear like the birds and the banging. I think they're working on something out there. As always, the birds are chirping. I'm not mad at it. It's a beautiful day. Anyway, so his vibe was already off. As we're walking to his station, I guess where his computer was for the day and stuff, he looks at a coworker. He's walking kind of this way, following behind him, so I can see his side profile. He makes a face at his coworker, and he was like, he did just like that. He rolled his eyes just like that, just as good as a female. I was like, excuse me? I don't know if he's used to people letting things like that go. I don't know what he's used to or what he thought this was, or just because I don't speak good German does not mean I can't read facial expressions. Like, I'm not an idiot, dude. So I was like, excuse me, and he kept on walking. I was like, excuse me, do I need to find somebody else to help me? Like, do I need to speak to your manager? Like, I've seen you make that face at your coworker. If I'm that big of an issue, please let me know. I will go somewhere else, to somebody else. Like, let's address the issue right now while it's present. He was like, no, it's okay. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, okay, you know, that's what I thought. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. And when he was helping me, I was like, I seen the face that you made. That's why I asked if I needed to go somewhere else. And he was like, I'm sorry, it's been a long day. Okay, that has nothing to do with me. I've had a long day too. How do you know my dog didn't die this morning? How do you know something crazy hasn't happened in my life? And I didn't walk in here giving you that energy, you know? I didn't walk in here looking to unleash all my troubles on you. No, I came in here to handle business. You're the businessman I'm talking to. Let's act accordingly. He was just like, you know, I'm sorry, whatever. And I'm like, did he think I wasn't gonna say something or what? Telecom service is terrible in person and on the phone. Okay, let's just put that out there. And that's all for that one, you guys. He just really thought that he was gonna treat me like an idiot. I don't know if he thought I was a child or what he could have thought I was at that point, but I don't even care if he thought I was a child. You don't even treat a child like that. You're a businessman. You're in your place to work. Like, act accordingly. Like, I don't even care if you don't want to help me. If his, you know, verbal, like, energy or verbal, not verbal energy, if his verbal, like, if his speaking with me, he would have seemed, you know, a little like, okay, you know, whatever, people have bad days all the time, I wouldn't have said nothing. But he like rolled his eyes and shook his head a little bit, like kind of like, gotta help another dumbass. That's what I took out of it. Like, he rolled his eyes and shook his, and his coworker laughed a little bit or whatever. But when she heard me say something too, she kind of like was like, oh shit. Yeah, because you don't treat people like that. And last but not least, this time was more recent. This time actually happened at the Bahnhof, so, which is the train station. So, okay, in my town, I bought a bus ticket, and I asked a striping card, which is like a piece of paper that has 9 strikes on it, and you put it in whenever you get on the bus, and you strike however many you need to go somewhere. So, I needed to go downtown. But where I live, we don't have a train station, so I have to take the bus to the train station. And I was like, okay, do I just buy a whole striping card, or do I just buy the pass to get to where I need to go? Then whenever I get to the train station, do I need to buy a whole nother one for the train? I didn't know if the train and the bus had 2 different cards. So I get on the bus and I asked the bus driver, and I was like, can I use this at the train station? He said yes. So I striked what I needed to do to get to where I needed to go to get to the train station. So I get to the train station, I go down the stairs and up the stairs, and there's a machine right before you step on the train. And I'm messing with the machine, and the bus is coming in like 2 minutes. I'm messing with the machine, it's not working. And I was like, fuck, the guy just told, I was like, dang, the guy just told me that I can do this. So I was like, I know it's possible, I just don't know why it's not working for me. I messed with the machine, and finally I stopped, and I'm just like, well, let me think. Okay, I gotta go back down, back up the stairs, around to the ticket station here at the train station, and just buy a whole new thing. And this lady turns around. She works on the trains, and she's the one who walks around and checks tickets. She basically was like, what did she say? Oh yeah, okay. So I stopped messing with it. So I stood there and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And she works on the train. So basically what she told me was, you cannot get on the train if you do not strike your card. And I was like, I told her in the best I could, I was like, I bought the ticket on the bus, and the guy told me that. She was like, yeah, but you have to go over there. I guess I walked past the machine that strikes the bus passes for the train, and only the one I was at only does train ticket strikes. I don't know. So, and she's like loud. Everybody kind of turned around and looked at me, and I was like, I can't use this machine. The same machine that's over there, I can't use this one right here. She was like, no, you have to go over there. Like, wow, just yelling. Everybody's turning around looking at me, and I'm not here for somebody make me out to look stupid. I'm just not here for it. And if you got kids in the room, cover your kids' ears, because this is exactly what I said to this lady. We were speaking German the whole time, but this right here, this came out in English. I was like, okay, bitch. Like, you don't freaking talk to me like that. I don't know what these people think is going on, or who they're used to talking to, like the way they talk to people, but it's not happening. I don't know who let y'all get away with that or why anybody would let y'all get away with that, but it's not happening. And as soon as I said, okay, B, she was like, she looked around, everybody kind of turned around, and she got back on the phone. She was like, okay, hello? And I'm like, yeah, you should have stayed in the phone to begin with. I could have figured this out by myself if this is what it was going to take. You to, number one, and try to embarrass me. Number two, you to yell. Like, first of all, I told her, I was like, it is too early. You are yelling. Like, this is too much. And then the guy standing next to her, he told me in English, he was like, yeah, he was like, this machine is for train tickets only. You can only strike here. You have to go all the way back over there and strike the ones that you get on the bus. They work, but only that machine reads the bus ones. So I was like, okay, thank you. And then I knew the lady felt bad because, first of all, now I'm going to miss the bus. That's not her fault that I didn't go to the right machine. It's her fault for yelling at me and holding me up and making me yell back, okay? So I could tell she felt bad. So I go down the stairs and I go back up, and across you can see straight across the train tracks. So you can see that my bus was coming while I'm having to go down the stairs and back up. I mean my train. You could see the train was coming. So she, like I said, she works for the train people. She checks the tickets. So I'm putting it in to get the I'm putting it in to get a strike so I can get on the train now. I already know I'm gonna miss this train, and I'm just taking my time at this point because the train was already coming. So I knew I wasn't gonna make it, and I wasn't gonna try to rush. I knew it wasn't gonna happen. The train was already coming. I could already see it. It was like right there, and I already had to go down the stairs, up the stairs, and walk. So I could tell she felt bad because when I turned around to see if I might be able to make it, which, like I said, I knew I wasn't going to, she was kind of holding the train door open. And she was just kind of looking at me to see if maybe I would make it back. But I just kept taking my time or whatever, like, lady, go ahead, please, because you're the last person I want to be on the train with. Anyway, yeah, so I could tell she felt kind of bad, like I said, because she was like trying to prolong it for me to be able to potentially make this train. Maybe she didn't mean to yell, but you guys, to me, Germans are not loud people. So when they yell, you know. Just like in my previous video, my story time video, again, if you haven't watched it, go check it out. I mentioned the fact that the guys were hooping and hollering at the car when we drove by, because at that point is when my wallet had fell off. Something in my mind already knew that was weird, because like I said, Germans are not, to me, they're not loud people. You don't hear people hooping and hollering and yelling and screaming and whistling and all that. You don't hear a lot of that. So you know whenever they're being loud. Maybe she was having a bad morning. Maybe she was irritated watching me mess with the machine for so long, which I don't know why that would bother her. But whatever it was, she turned around, she was like, yes, but you have to go over there. I was like, I know she fucking lying. Who is she talking to? I don't like that. I don't like for people to make me look stupid. I don't like for people to look stupid around me. I get secondhand embarrassment whenever people do stuff around me. Like if they trip, if they get in trouble, if their card declines, I get secondhand embarrassment, me personally. So I just don't even like to be in that environment. Whether I'm the one getting embarrassed, somebody else is the one getting embarrassed, I don't like it. So I stood my ground and I let her know, you are not gonna yell at me. Number one, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Number two, you're just not gonna yell at me. Number three, you could have been like, yeah, that machine doesn't read those cards, you gotta go over there. The way she yelled, I was like, has this lady lost her mind? Period. But yeah, you guys, those are my 3 rudest interactions, if you will, here in Germany that I've had thus far. I've had a couple more, but I don't take them to heart. You know, that's just the way some people are. Like I said, in any of those situations, if it could have been taken differently and more lightly on my end, I would have taken it lightly and I would have taken it different, but I couldn't because they were just so blatant in my face, like the guy rolling his eyes and shaking his head about having to help me. Or the lady yelling that the machine, and like the guy next to her knew she was freaking crazy for yelling like that, because when she finally got back on the phone or whatever, blah blah blah, or whenever it happened, he was like, you know, he told me the correct way to do it. I was like, oh, okay, cool, thanks. And he was like, yeah, have a nice day. And I'm like, why couldn't she do that? Number one, she works for these people, for the train station or whoever she's employed by. I don't know. All I know, she checks the tickets on the train. But yeah, you guys, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed those 3 mini story times wrapped up into one video. Be looking out for my next video on my unpopular opinions in Germany. I have quite a few, you guys, some good, some bad, some of them some people might take to heart. I don't know. It's nothing offensive or nothing directly towards one specific person. It's definitely more of a group thing. So stay tuned for that, you guys. Most likely uploading again this weekend, if not 2 more times. I love you guys so much. Every one of you who spends your time with me throughout the day, throughout the night, and watches my video. I appreciate you guys more than you guys know. Like, if I could reach out to each and every one of you individually and just let you know that I appreciate you, that you are appreciated, I definitely would. But since I can't, I'm going to go ahead and say it right here. Thank you so much for rocking with me all the time. Thank you for helping me grow. Thank you for continuously liking and commenting. For those of you who do show love like that, I appreciate you so much. And even if you don't, thank you so much for watching my video. Subscribe, you guys. You don't want to miss this giveaway. I can guarantee you that. You can pick cash money as the gift. You can pick a gift box here from Germany, or if there's one specific thing that you're like looking to receive from Germany, whether it's a certain type of candy, maybe you just want like a t-shirt because you're into collecting t-shirts, let me know, you guys. The winners, like, basically it's in the ball is in your court whenever I pick those winners, you guys. I'm definitely open to going out and searching for things for people. Some people like shot glasses from around the world. Some people like t-shirts from around the world. Some people like socks. Heck, I don't know, you guys. But yes, if you're a winner, the ball is in your court. Definitely debating on picking 2 winners. Not too sure yet. There's another giveaway that I'm already planning after the 150 subs, you guys, so stay tuned for that. If you don't win this time, I can promise you, if you are active, you are definitely going to be re-entered into the next giveaway list with those multiple entries for being so active, you guys. But you guys, that's all for today. I love you guys so much. Check me out on Instagram. I'm definitely more active there. I've been posting a lot of positive energy, trying to put it out to receive it back, you guys, and just put it out in general so that you know that you are not alone in this, you guys. Whatever you're going through, you're not alone. There's definitely a rainbow at the end. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, fam.